Hello everyone, this is John at Sim Racing Revolution, and we are at the start of Season 2 in iRacing for 2022, Season 2, and we are B-Class this season, so we have moved up since last season, and yeah, so let me get you to our main screen here, and we are going to be racing the Fanatic GT3 Challenge, so this one should be pretty interesting. And let's see, the courses in the weeks as we're going to do them is Sebring International is this week. So that race will be on Friday, and the purpose of this video today is to run a practice session. So my goal maybe is for once a week, maybe every Wednesday. We'll see how this goes with the schedule, and maybe we'll just do a weekly race, like practice before our race on Friday. So Friday will still be the race day. So anyway, week 1 is Sebring International. Week 2 is Circuit Zolder, which is the Grand Prix variant. Week 3 is Daytona Road Course, so that would be cool. Week 4 is a Nürburgring Combined. Week 5 is the Barber Motorsports Park, the full course. Week 6 is Road America, the full course. Week 7 is the Winton Motor Raceway National Circuit. Week 8 is Oulton Park Circuit International. Week 9 is Brands Hatch Circuit Grand Prix. Week 10 is Autodroma Jose Carlos Pace Grand Prix. Week 11 is Virginia International Raceway Full Course. And week 12 is Donington Park Racing Circuit Grand Prix. Whew! So that's all 12 weeks right here. The car that I chose to race, so this is a mixed vehicle and fixed setup. So what we're going to run is the BMW M4 GT3. So I think I mentioned that on a previous video. So we're going to go ahead and try to practice that car today. Get behind the wheel, see how it goes on this course, and then just kind of go from there. So stay tuned. We're going to be right back and try this out. Oh, hey, welcome back. I hope you enjoyed the intro. So we are back. We're right where we left off. Let me get my headphones on because we're going to load the track here. We're going to get in here. Let's see. So here we are. We got to select our car. So as you can see from the drop, oh, you can't see from the drop down. Let me switch gears here. So as you can see from the drop down, there are a multitude of cars here that we had a choice of. I ended up going with the BMW M4 GT3. I didn't own any of these cars, so I had to buy this one. And I figured, you know, from kind of going online and seeing how people liked all these vehicles, it seemed like the BMW was more in line with a little more forgiving, maybe an easier car to drive, hopefully. Seemed like people had a little more fun with the BMW. So we're going to give that a shot this season. I am not switching cars throughout the season. We're going to stick with one car, and we're going to do our best with it. So, you know, I chose it, so I'm stuck with it at this point. So we're going to choose that car. And as you can see, we are at Sebring. So we're just doing a, you know, like a practice test drive of this track today. So that's our goal. Let's see, let's continue, and you can see we have our car track and some randomly generated weather at 7:35 p.m. Sun goes down at 7:37. This should be fun. All right, let's jump in. And now, a new kind of, I guess this is part of the Season 2 update to iRacing. You can choose now how you want to run this. You want to run it on your monitor, on the Oculus, or OpenVR. So you do have a choice. So Oculus is obviously the Oculus. OpenVR is like Steam VR. So if you have a, you know, a Vive or a, what's the other one that I have? Yeah, any other Steam VR based headsets, then you can do that. The Valve Index, that's what I was groping for. Anyway, so we're just going to do monitor and launch sim. So we can turn that off, obviously, so we don't have to worry about it. But, you know, because of that, everything changed as far as, so I had to reset up a lot of things. So this is kind of an opportunity for us to kind of set up, make sure that our graphics are right, that our, everything's going to work correctly for us. So there you go. I think you can see my mug now. All right, so as we're loading in, real anxious for this week. I think this is going to be a test week, really, to see how we do with this car, with the mixed car. I don't think I've ever raced anything like this on iRacing before, where, people could choose the car that they wanted to drive. So that should be pretty interesting. This should be a lot of fun, but we shall see. Now, another thing I am not too sure of is if the setup that I have going here is actually, the setup for the car is the way it's going to be set up when we're actually racing on race day. I'm assuming it probably is, but I'm really not sure. So I did set up a little bit differently the layout here for the overlays that you guys can see. I just felt like there was way too much going on there, and we didn't need half the stuff because the dash on this car displays a ton of useful information, whereas the Mazda did not show nearly as much good info on screen. So we're going to try this out, see how it goes. And the sound sounds like it's working. All right, and I do have my phone right here. As you can see, it's mounted on my rig, so I do see a dash there as well. Whether I need it or not, it's kind of up for debate. Might be a little bit overkill, but
speed limit is
here we go.
Kilometers per hour.
So as you can see, it is getting dark. Now, I am not the biggest fan of Sebring. Or Silverstone, I'm sorry. Where are we at here? Wow. Okay, that didn't go well. We're at Sebring. I'm sorry. Did I say Silverstone before? I meant Sebring if I said Silverstone. We're at Sebring today. And we do need a lot of practice on here, apparently. Wow. So our first lap around here, my thoughts are, I really am not a big fan of this course. And I guess it's probably because just the way it's laid out. Because see, you can, like this here, it's like you're just going across, like, I know it's an old, I believe it was like an old military base or something like that. But yeah, it's like just painting lines across a parking lot and driving within the lines is kind of how I think of this one. Oh my. Yeah, that's... I do need to figure this one out probably, huh? Yeah, I'm not sure how well we're doing on here.
You've just done a 207.64.
Okay, let's try to do better this lap. Try to increase our time a little bit here. This is that turn that took us by surprise last time. Much better this time around. Okay, last turn coming up. See if we can take a second off of our time here. Oh, no way.
Your lap time was at 207.62.
That was terrible ending to that lap. That was a terrible ending to that lap. Oh my. Well, we did do, though, is I think we beat our best one. So we should be getting somewhere around a 205, I guess. So let's take a look here. We reset the car. I think our performance is doing okay with these settings. Let's see. So our fastest, our last lap are the same, and I keep getting interrupted here. Let's see if I can... I guess not. Oh well. Yeah, let's try to, you know, just really familiarize ourselves with, you know, the course just a little bit better. I'm just trying to look at some points where I need to start braking. Oh, yeah, see, that didn't work out. I was thinking that maybe I'd be able to take that a little bit faster, and maybe I can if I commit to it. Blow an engine. It's like, blow an engine, why don't you? Ah.
Mind these track limits, please, Johnny. We need to slow down, give back some time.
Yeah, that's not working. I do need to slow down a little bit here. Okay, so really the point of this, I guess, is to look at, you know, how much I can do on the course before I really, like, screw up. And so this is the safe time to do it. Just to see how much I can get away with, I guess. Okay, we'll do one more lap. So we'll be down in second gear here. Try to keep the car on the road. I think my foot is being a little heavy today. That wasn't a good idea. Okay, we might be doing better here. We'll see how this ends up. Try not to do anything too stupid.
You've just done a 207.00.
Okay, so we broke the 207 mark. And it is getting darker, as you guys can see, so that's pretty cool. All right, so I think that's basically what I wanted to really do, is to go around the course, see where the break points should be, or where I think they should be right now. Go through and, you know, kind of look at where my gearing is as to where it should be, at least where I think it should be at this point, and able to get around the course without too many issues. So, you know, so I think that was the goal. And we only did a couple laps, but you know, I don't want this video to go on all day. But what I'm going to do is take what I've learned so far and just keep going with it and go through and, you know, kind of do more laps, more refinement. I don't think there's anything I can do to the car because it's fixed. So it's really about my driving and how well I can take this car on each course of the season. And you know, although last season I didn't do any of that either, so but we didn't really practice a whole lot either. So so what I'm going to do is you know, off camera, so you guys don't have to watch a boring guy going around a track, you know, all day. But, you know, knowing where the shift points are, finding like a landmark, going around there and doing that, and then just kind of refining that as I go. So anyway, that's the point. So thanks, guys. Appreciate you watching, and we'll be right back to wrap all this up. Okay, everybody, I hope you enjoyed that. And just a reminder, if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button and hit the like button and the bell icon so you know when future episodes are coming out. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Like I said, it was mainly for myself to get re-familiar with this course in this game and to just try to figure out how this car is going to run. And you know, so far it's a lot. It feels heavier, obviously, than the Mazda. You know, it's got a lot more power to it, so, you know, got to be a little less heavy-footed on the throttle. Braking, you have to really pay attention because, you know, the car is not going to stop as quickly because it is heavier. So there's a lot going on there that's different from the Mazda. So that'll make, you know, this week a little interesting, trying to get a feel for a different car after being on one car for 12 weeks in this game, and then going through and doing it with a different car, some different tracks, and seeing how we do. So it'll be really interesting. And there's going to be a lot of tracks in this season that I'm not really all that familiar with that much, so it's gonna be interesting. But doing what we did today, going through, just running the track, doesn't have to have any cars on it, has your ghost car on there, and that's great. And just trying to feel out the track and your car and where those break points are, what the landmarks that you should be looking for. Because like I said, I don't like this track only because it's not as defined of a track as other tracks that I'm used to. You know, usually, you know, it's not like lines painted on like a tarmac that you're driving on, which is a lot of what this track is, and it just confuses me sometimes when you're not paying attention. You kind of forget where you are in the race, so you really got to concentrate and get used to the track, and that's what I'm going to try to do throughout the week. It is Wednesday that I'm filming this, so Friday I got 2 days to get a little bit more familiar with this. I know I'm not going to be that great at it, whether I break a 206 or not. I mean, right now I have a 206.984 is the best I could muster from it. And gosh, I hate that when I don't when I don't, you know, turn off my ringer on my phone. Anyway, so that's about all I wanted to cover. So thanks again, guys, and take care. Wish me luck on Friday. We'll be bringing that race to you guys at some point on Friday. So thanks again. Take care. Keep sim racing. This is John at Sim Racing Revolution. Right there. Take care. See you next time. Bye-bye.